You're not the only one. Other people I help have books and books about organizing and decluttering, and if it doesn't work for you, you have to keep trying something new until it does. But most of it comes down to we're procrastinators as human beings, especially if the task feels overwhelming. So you have to break it down into smaller tasks. Hi everyone, today is day 3 in my friend Andi's home, and we are gonna continue in her little dinette area, and we are going to continue with paperworks here. We are not going to tackle these bins, but we're going to do this bag and these, and then see what else we can do. We are going to try a new technique today. We're not going to hold firm to it, but we're going to do the Pomodoro technique, where you spend 25 minutes and then take a 5 or 10 minute break, just to see how that works, where we are healthy and taking drink breaks and eat breaks and just mental breaks. So come along and do it with us. Let's go. Ready and go. All right, let's tackle this bag first. Do you think?
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
A piece of wood.
Just for starters, I don't know.
That almost looks like a shim too. It's not shaped like a shim.
You know what, I bet it's something when my dad used to build stuff for me. This might be useful.
Well, the scraps you could do in your yard sale too.
Yeah.
People might take scraps and do projects.
Let's
So
put
the
it in the
relocate.
yard sale for now.
Yard
because
sale?
I don't have an immediate plan.
Okay.
Okay, let's keep on votes. This is the stuff my brother found in the attic that he thought belonged to me. We can't figure out. This may have been from when I was born.
Oh my goodness, little mints. Interesting.
Instead of cigars.
Do you want to put it in your memorabilia?
Yeah.
Is it
Yes, I
peppermint?
do.
It is
I
peppermint.
don't know. No way.
I don't smell it.
I'm not eating it, but I mean, it's been in the attic for 160 years.
That's awesome. Bag.
This was her Bible cover. One of her Bible covers. I think we'll put that in there. I don't need one in my
Yard sale?
I don't think it'll fit my Bibles.
Okay.
I can check, but I don't think it will.
Okay.
Okay, there was a reason this was going to be hard to go through, and I had forgotten what it was. It'll be easier now. It's supposed to be my grandparents' glasses. This is Daddy's.
What are you thinking?
Shadow box. Oh, I'm running out of room on the walls.
Do they have significance for you? I know they take donations, for.
I've taken a bunch to the Lions Club.
Okay. Yeah, I've done that.
But they're the ones I remember most about him wearing.
Okay.
I think we put it in donation for now. I don't want to get
You
lost
wanna-
in the shuffle.
Why don't we put it up here and you can noodle on it?
Yeah.
Think about it for a hot minute.
All mother's stuff. And I have to keep the cigar box because it's the cigar box.
Yeah. Did you do that?
I did. Daddy and I did that together. Daddy was way more artistic than I was, and it was kind of a, if I remember, it was like a paint by number thing. We were on vacation at the Grand Canyon camping, and we did that out at the campground.
Really sweet.
It is. I mean, it wasn't like either one of us drew that.
Yeah.
It was pre-drawn, and we just painted it. But I probably should get it framed. It's a shame that it's torn.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice memory. Doesn't mean you have to get it framed, but
Yeah.
think about where it could go for safekeeping.
It's a good bag.
I'm gonna put it in our bag of bags over here.
Good boxes and good bags are hard to turn loose of. So look at one other thing. It's like an ADA thing for like the city bus. As far as I know, she never
A 2017
It's never
calendar.
been opened?
That's never been opened.
It's easy. And another first pass, I just, all of those credit cards and membership cards and health, Medicare cards and all that stuff, I could not let go of
Hard.
it.
Yeah. So it takes time.
I mean, it was stuff she carried in her wallet. It was like it's part of her,
I understand. Just like I couldn't let go of my parents' pots and pans, It's just
Yes.
not until later. So these are all cards. Are you gonna want to look through those for homework too?
Sure.
These are cool.
That's Daddy.
Wow. I love black and whites. I'm gonna hand you those small pieces.
Can't imagine.
So in our 25 minutes we have
Done next time.
no look well I pulled everything out of here and we still have this stack. This is just a stack of cards that will be homework. And yeah, you've sorted a little bit. We're getting there. Baby steps, baby steps. I'm gonna use this little box for the cards. Stand them up.
Can't read it, so if it was important, it's not anymore, I guess.
This is a calendar from 1973, but it has really
That
different.
would have been something Daddy collected. The thing is, what do you do with that? I mean, it's really neat, but if it's just gonna go in a box.
Do you want to see if somebody wants it in the yard sale? They might want to frame some of this.
Yeah. Is there a way to hang it up? Was this something that was hanging on the wall? Maybe because I see Mother's written. It's Mother's handwriting.
I don't know. It may have had something that it clipped on or something, but I don't see a hole. And
Okay. Yeah, let's put it over there.
okay, it's very
It looks like this might
fragile.
have been it and it tore off or something.
Let me see if we can put it into a bag too. Did you Google Lens these yet?
I was still downloading it. I forgot what I
Okay,
was doing.
let's see, because we're getting ready to go timer off, and then we're going to take a break.
I thought I'd been taking a break. Feels kind of like it.
Okay.
Open camera.
So now I'm going to do 10 minutes and give us a 10-minute. We might still piddle, but I'm going to drink my coffee.
Tenter hooks. Literal tenter hooks. L-shaped metal fasteners traditionally used in various special ways, art and framing. They are commonly used for frameless displays in art galleries where the hook is nailed into a surface to hold a canvas or frame securely.
So do you want them in your parts box or?
I reckon so.
So this is a box of cards.
I forgot that I put cards in there.
And then I pulled this out of the bag. These are all cards. So this will go with your card homework.
It's my homework.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting behind.
Just pace yourself. Just pace yourself. Okay, I'm gonna start us another 25 minutes just so we
Okay.
keep pace and take a break. And this one's your next stack when you're done. Let's see what we got in here. Actually, let me start here. It's voiceover joy. So what I am doing is trying to go through paperwork first and help to sort and filter. So she's looking at the same types of items at one time instead of jumping around. And I just find that it's easier to make decisions when you're looking at like categories. This is all that was in this thing. Do you
Okay.
want to put this in your yard sale?
Is it still good?
It is still good. My concern is, this would be a lot of little things for you to keep up with, and you're trying to consolidate.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't recommend keeping this.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah.
You found that narrow drawers, or like you were explaining, that cabinet has narrow, they fill up fast, and I think
Yeah.
all that little, it's also,
Yeah.
it's visually a lot versus having it consolidated. You see one tub versus you see
All the little
6 or
stuff,
7.
which is
yeah.
why I wanted to do those, because
Yes.
like I said, they're all kind of pre-filed, but they're
Yes. Okay. Do you still have this, or is that your
I do.
mom's?
It's out in the garage.
Okay.
I don't guess I need that.
It's just, this is just the installation instructions.
So jam down stuff. Part of me wants to keep all this stuff.
What
it was
is it?
It was Mother's medical stuff, and the skilled nursing and all of those. I'm not going to use them. I don't need them. They don't serve any purpose. Why do I want to keep them?
I think,
Is it just because I was so deeply involved in it all?
yeah, I think it pulls at the heartstrings, but here's what you want to remember: the fun things, the photos, the clothes.
Yeah.
That's what you want to remember. You don't want to remember this stuff.
I don't want to remember my having to write down her intake because
Right.
nobody else was doing it.
No. You need positive, and that's not a positive, right?
No, but that.
It will not serve you well. How about you look through this and see if there's anything in here you want to digitize. There are some manuals and stuff too.
Okay, I don't need those. What's that? Don't need that.
Yeah, so they're kind of categorized and labeled. So I don't know if you want to scan any of that. Do you want to maybe put your mom's stuff in that plastic maroon one we just did? Because it's getting kind of full. Do you think you're going to have more to add to this?
No, I don't think I'll have.
You don't?
I don't think I'll have any more.
Okay. Is there more in another room or anything else that might
Well,
expand?
there's stuff all over the house, but.
Okay.
What do you think I ought to go ahead and put it in there?
I kind of do, because I think if you do have stuff elsewhere, it might grow. And this is...
And at least I'd have a place to collect it.
Yes. And instead of it being loose, you can close the lid on it. So I can label
Okay,
this one.
what I need is folders. So,
Okay.
because this is already separated into things.
I have some folders over
We have a whole bunch of folders
Here.
over there.
Do you have some... Yeah, here's...
Okay, that ought to be just enough.
I can tell from her existing files and boxes that she does have organizational skills. It is more about quantity that has been the challenge.
I'm sort of organized, but not.
It's a lot when you have the inventory, right? That's hard. It's hard for anybody. Okay, this says 2014.
Yes, it does.
You had a lot of 2014 over here.
And it's all kind of pre-filed. This was back when it was a little more organized. Had all these wonderful maroon folders. It was wonderful. I used kind of the same, every year I would use kind of the same categories, but then I had all these separate years. What I really need to do is put all the things together, like all of the medical stuff together, and just work through that whole one stack.
So is there?
Instead of trying to go through by year,
Yeah.
go through by subject. But since I didn't really categorize everything, I think maybe the best thing to do is just put this stuff in that box.
You know, with Excel, you talk about entering it into Excel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can sort all of that regardless of what year it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you could cut and paste and separate them into different tabs and stuff. So
Yep.
then they don't need to stay in there because you're going to do all of that anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that fit into the scanning box?
I think
And is
if I just pull out like the folders, since it's already categorized, you know, I could just put that in there and just pick a folder some evening and do that folder.
Yeah. I would just make sure if you're already touching it, if there's anything that can go into the trash,
That's what I was kind of
do
looking
your
at.
quick win of getting that out.
And I think basically I had already done that before it went in here.
But so you think they're all, because I'm seeing a kitty cat on the back. That's why I'm questioning.
That was because it was decoration for the folder.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all that is. It was a calendar page that
To make it look pretty. Okay.
I have all of these ideas I'm going to do to help myself organize, and then the system never lasts.
Well, it's try and try again, right? Something doesn't work for you, but I will say we have to develop new habits, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it may be that, like you said, every day you put a reminder that pops up, and that's your time that you're going to commit 10 minutes to something, or 25, or one folder. Maybe it's not a time. Maybe it's like, I'm doing one folder today. And you just keep chipping away at it. We talked about how different things she's tried has not worked. So we just need to keep trying something different. And if it's do one folder, no matter how long it takes, whether that's 5 minutes or an hour, that's her task for the day. And she develops that habit so you stay on top of things. That's the goal. You're not the only one. Other people I help have books and books about organizing and decluttering, and if it doesn't work for you, you have to keep trying something new until it does. But most of it comes down to we're procrastinators as human beings, especially if the task feels overwhelming. So you have to break it down into smaller tasks that still feel like an accomplishment when you're done. And I think the one folder technique might work for you. And with that, we're going to take a 10-minute break.
So by now you will see or hear that in today's video, there is going to be quite a bit of talking through how to dig yourself out of these scenarios. And one of the biggest things is we have to create new habits. And it takes effort. You cannot be blasé about it. You have to be intentional, whether that is putting it on a calendar, written, or blocking out time, or treating your home like a business and going to work on your own home. And keep trying different things until something sticks.
What more?
That's it. That is the end.
Happy dance, time for a little happy dance. As she continues to work through the stack that I just gave her, I am relocating things that we had in front of her island, like the box of electronics and this box of memorabilia that she will continue to add to as we continue to work through her home. But just as a reminder, on day one, that whole wall was completely full, including a piece of furniture that had 4 boxes that held tons of files. And the stack of boxes that have been behind me this whole video are things that she is going to sell in a yard sale and really doesn't have a place to store them elsewhere.
This is where we are.
Okay. It looks better.
It does. That big aqua thing's gone, and You have
it's
your.
there in the utility room, and I told you I put it on Marketplace.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I thought I texted that to you. Yep.
Oh, I must have missed it then.
I put it on last night after you left. Took the pictures and put it on Marketplace. So we'll see what happens.
So I want, and you're writing because, here, let's put this back on you too.
You've got nice writing too.
Well, but I think
you're
will,
wanting the brain connection.
Yes,
Okay.
I think you will own it if you write it.
Okay.
You've got 3 boxes of cards to go through. You have the scissors,
Scissor repair.
the bed risers. You need to contact the person if
Yeah.
they want them anymore. If not, then
Advisors to Maria.
the suction cups.
I'm gonna do that this afternoon.
Okay.
Let's see, that's the bath caddy install. Okay. Travel folders.
Check and see if your Bible cover will fit. Determine your schedule for scanning or entering in, either one.
Okay, so I need to get a schedule, and then I need to do.
And the schedule, you need to also enter it in either on your calendar or wherever it's going to trigger you to start.
That's so it keeps me from scheduling something else over it. Too.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, I even schedule my grocery store runs these days because
Yeah.
otherwise I get to the end of the week and it's like.
So I always would say during training of my teams that I've had that you also have to be like silly putty. You remember doing silly putty on newspapers?
Yeah.
And that if that doesn't work for your schedule, you are empowered, and so you move it up or down or whatever. But just don't let it get into that cycle of procrastination.
I need to put these.
We've got some relocating to do. Now, there's also the 2 Ziploc bags of receipts in there. Do you want them in the scan over here?
No. Man, that's kind of one of those things I'm going to dread doing, but maybe I better do it first.
The receipts?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to leave them in that bin?
I think.
It's just right here on top with
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And because, like I said, I was going through them and checking them off on the credit card thing and making sure everything, but finding the big ones that I needed to keep and shredding the others and da-da-da-da. But now that I've got this thing on my phone that I can just take a picture of them.
Yeah.
It just scans it and it puts it in, categorizes it. At the end of the year, it's like, okay, you spent this much on your pets and this much on your food.
Beautiful.
This is so cool. So,
Thing you had was you had that flag, right? You have 2 flags. You had one in the big envelope, and then you have one by the door.
yeah. Okay, that flag goes out Saturday for Flag Day on Sunday.
Okay.
That one I gotta get framed.
Okay. So I need to send you the name of the gentleman who makes the frames. So the next one is a new home for your tax paper.
Tax box.
So it doesn't have to be out in the open.
Okay, let's see, locate tax box.
So now on this list, what would bring you the most sense of accomplishment or quick win or make you feel good?
The cards,
then the 2
the
boxes.
cards are the quick wins.
Okay. So maybe put a star by the top 3 that you want to accomplish first.
Okay. Bath caddy. That's an easy one. Bible cover is easy. There's going to be 1 and 3 because
So, okay.
these are too easy.
They're quick items.
Yeah, and of course I can set a schedule for scanning or entry, but doing it. So I'm going to do a subcategory here and say like set a day today
Okay.
to start on it, and then I can pick a day to have a continuing schedule or 2 days or whatever. I'm going to start on the receipts because that's going to be the hardest thing, and I'm going to procrastinate it if I don't do
Okay,
it.
but
So receipts.
perfect. And I love it because then you will have gotten over the one you've dreaded the most and gotten it done. Awesome. Okay. What about the bin that's your mom's? Is there anything you'd want to action in there, like on a to-do, or you want to wait till you find it? I don't know where all the other mother items are.
There's one other container in the garage that has stuff.
Okay.
But I can do this with it now because I'm emotionally ready to do it.
Awesome. Yeah. That's huge.
That's been the hardest part, is wanting to save everything that had anything to do with my parents. You know, every scrap of paper they touched,
Yeah.
whatever. Just
So-
and I'm in a place now where it's like, I mean, you know you don't need it,
Yeah.
but your heart is like, yes, I do.
So what is more important to you? Is it to get your stuff in order and entered in, And your mother's stuff can wait because you want to prioritize your items.
Right.
Okay.
And there's so much more of mine, you know. I could store hers forever if I never got to it.
Right.
Mine needs to get out of the way.
Okay. Perfect. Then that just helps you with prioritization.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you feel like you might get hung up?
Normally I get hung up on what I call the sentimental, to be read, you know, all that stuff, which I usually just lumped in one big pile and segregate. I appreciate your helping me. It's like, this is memorabilia and this is the lifestyle or to be read or
Yes.
whatever, and breaking it down into smaller categories, because I always had this one big lump of stuff that didn't fit any category I had, so it all went in a pile and it accumulated.
Yeah.
And it wasn't necessarily stuff I needed to keep forever, but it just
Right.
ended up that way. So
Okay.
you've helped me find a way out of that.
Okay. Yeah, because memorabilia is it happened to you first person
Mm-hmm.
or memory of your parents or whatever, but the stuff you just want to read or that you think it's entertaining, you don't have to keep it forever, but you can still enjoy it. And there's something called the container method. So we have a file with what you've collected so far. If you find that it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, then you can decide how much am I really willing to hang on to read.
Yeah.
Especially when you have your books and everything too.
Mm-hmm.
So you've talked about not wanting to doom scroll as much, but to get back into reading.
Mm-hmm.
Should you schedule that in your,
Yes, I should.
like a reminder?
Should. I don't know if it'll work for me.
I don't know either.
Well, it is really funny. I learned, 40 years ago, I would sign up to do things, sign up to go places, sign up to whatever that sounded good, and I wanted to do it. And when the time came around, I resented that I had committed to do it. And most of the time I would go anyway, or do anyway, but there was this, I didn't want to be locked into that.
That's your free spirit.
I don't think I ever thought of myself as a free spirit, but I wonder if I said, okay, I'm going to read from 6 to 7, 3 days a week, would I look forward to that, or would I go, oh man?
But here's the thing, right? I think it would tell you, do you not enjoy reading like you used to? And maybe that's not something you want to do anymore. It will give you answers. It's either going to say, yes, I enjoy reading and I'm going to do it. And then maybe the schedule doesn't matter because you just picked it back up.
Okay.
But it could also give you insight into, I'm not enjoying reading anymore. And I want to change my library because that's not what I want to do anymore.
Okay. Well, okay. I can schedule generally Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because I got dancing on Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm probably not going to read after I dance. But I might. But I don't have to.
Yeah. Why don't you start with reading something that you think you would really enjoy?
Oh, you mean like the mystery book I've been in the middle of for 2 months?
Maybe you're not enjoying it.
I don't know. I've always enjoyed reading. I don't know what I think it has been the addiction here. I don't think it's that I don't enjoy reading, because I do a lot of reading on this.
Yeah.
But that instant gratification thing that you get, and short attention span you get used to.
Yes. So we're retraining ourselves
and
too.
I think that's where my hang up is. It's not that I don't enjoy reading, it's that my brain has been rewired and I resent that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's terrible. I think we're all guilty of it. I know I am. And then I think I used to say, if I'm not productive, that minute just left and I never get that minute back.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with that was you can't be productive every minute of the day.
No.
Our bodies need downtime, and we also don't need stimulation every minute of the day. And our bodies need downtime. And, some of that I had to learn through my counselor of that was a wrong way of thinking of I want to be productive because I lose, once the time gone, it's gone.
That's what, when I was doing my own yard work, and I have a gazebo out back with a swing in it, and the plan was sit out there in the summer and drink lemonade and read.
Yeah, the fantasy self.
And I've
The
had that thing
romanticized.
for, I don't remember when I had it go, but it's been out there like 20 years. Have I done that? Maybe twice. Because every time I tried, I would look around the yard and see all the things that needed to be done.
Yeah,
And I
then
put the book down and go
do
pull
it.
weeds, or whatever it was, end up spending 2 or 3 hours working,
Yeah,
and then the time for reading and lemonade was gone. And I think that was that work ethic that my parents tried to get in me, of the work before play thing.
Yes.
But when I was still seeing work to be done, I couldn't relax and
the
play.
rest. I can relate so much. I have to go back to my work schedule, right? it's like you schedule everything in. Why can't I have a schedule for it helps my mental health if I get to take a break and read and have lemonade. Mm-hmm. So yes, I'm not physically being productive, but I am self-help and health being productive by allowing myself that time. And I think we have to rephrase things that make it feel better. One of the things I learned with my counselor is I would say, I have to. And I said, I've got to start change. And I did it through the EMDR eye movement thing. And I said, I have to rephrase that to, I get to. So I don't have to, I get to sit in my gazebo and drink lemonade. I get to read and take care of my own health and well-being. I get to cook a meal that is healthy for me. I get to go ABC. When I say I have to, there's a resentment. I was feeling a resentment, but I'm like, all of these things are a privilege. And when I change the phrasing,
that might help me, because even like last week, a week or so ago, I had asked Ann if she wanted to go with me to see Giant at the Paramount Theater, and she said yes. And I like the movie, I like the Paramount, but when the time came to get ready to go, I was like, yeah, I have to do it. And it was stupid because it was something I wanted to do.
Yeah. It's almost like we have to talk to ourselves to get us in the right frame of mind.
Like, I get to clean out the litter box.
Yes. And by getting that, you get to go down memory lane and have some smiles and maybe have some laughs and have maybe a couple of tears, but you get to do that. And the other thing I was resentful that I'm like, I have to do this. I have in the kitchen, right? I have to cook. And then I told myself, no, put it in the frame of, I do not get to complain if my love language is acts of service. I don't get to complain about doing an act of service. That's what God has given to me as my talent. And so I don't get to complain about that. And so I had to rephrase it and say, I'm thankful I get to do this for somebody else. Because when I thought about it the other way, it was so negative. Human nature fascinates me, but we can change it. And there's a wonderful, I don't know if you've heard of Dr. Amen.
I don't think so.
Dr. Amen, considered the brain doctor, but he has, he's got several books out, but he's got some, and he's got a YouTube channel and stuff. It's called Ants, Automatic Negative Thoughts. And he said, you need bug killer for those ants. You have to rephrase things and change the way you think about it. And because our minds are so powerful, we get to choose to kill those negative thoughts, the self-deprecation, the negativity. And so I love that analogy because I'm a very visual person. And I was like, okay, how do I reframe this so it's positive and not negative? And I'm not perfect. I'm still working on all of it. If you could share how you felt these 3 days went, and can I do something different too in the future?
Can you do something different? I can't really think of anything. I mean, this has been a much less traumatic experience than I have had with some previous attempts.
Good. I'm glad.
This worked for me.
Okay.
I was a little apprehensive because I have tried so many times to get a handle on it myself one way or another, and it was skeptical of me. It's like, I know I need to do this, but I'm not really sure it's going to work. But even after the first day, it was like I just felt differently about all the stuff. I don't know why. Something you said, something you did, some question you asked that flipped a switch, and I was like, oh, I don't need to keep this. And it wasn't really even like, well, it's so old, or it's there's not a use. There was just a permission to let it go.
Yeah, awesome. Can I tell you, I think you look a lot brighter today. Maybe it's the red. You look great in red. But I feel like you look a lot brighter today and smiling more than the first day. I mean, it's daunting.
Well, and I know that this stuff has been weighing on me. I know that. We talked about how there may have been a little bit of depression in there. I think that's the source of it.
Yeah.
That it just bothered me that my life was not where I needed it to be, so that I can travel and visit and go to movies and things without feeling guilty that I've got stuff I need to do at home.
Yeah. Well, you're lighter by about 3 boxes of trash.
I am.
and some shredding and a lot of relocating into their home. So yeah.
And I've got a plan now to attack the rest of it, where I think I can actually make some progress, because I didn't have a plan.
Yeah, good. I'm glad that we wrote a to-do list, because we've talked about all these things, and yes, some of them are going to be easy because they're on your counter and they're visible, but I didn't want us to lose anything. And there is a sense of accomplishment when you get to mark those things off. And we don't rely on our memory, because my memory's not what it used to be.
If I write it down, most of the time I don't even have to refer to it again, because it's imprinted.
Yeah. All right, guys, that is the end of day 3. I'm going to show you the box that is full of trash. That's box number 3, as well as the shred box. And we still have some cleared floor right behind me. I'll show you that. All of this is now organized, segregated, and we've talked through her to-do list of the things and prioritized them that she still wants to do, that we've talked about over the last 3 days. And she feels like she has a plan forward, and it's all trial and error. If one thing doesn't work, we try something else. But thank you for coming on this journey and for offering your support for Andi. She and I both appreciate it, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to close like my dad always closed his voicemail messages. Bye for now. Oh, I gotta put this thing in. This isn't gonna work. Hot messes, that's what we are, a hot mess. Okay,
Absolutely.
as well as the, why do I forget these words? Shred.